The Warriors are playoff bound with an incredible win tonight over the Utah Jazz. The Warriors won tonight 111 to 107, and they had to come back. You know, the Warriors were losing in this game by, at times, like close to 15 points, and the Warriors went on this 23-3 run at the end of the game, led by, this 1-2 punch of Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson. The Warriors are showing that even without Stephen Curry, they're able to, come back and create very much a good run and a good comeback at the end of the game. It was an absolute fourth quarter eruption, and Klay Thompson, it was amazing just seeing him, he played like his old self. And I loved seeing that from him. The Warriors, finished with this, like I said, it was really a 1-2 punch. Jordan Poole had 31 points and Thompson had 36. And of course, no Curry, so it's hard to, get wins without Curry. And this was a hard game for the Warriors, but they showed why they're a magical team sometimes. And like I said, they're playoff bound, the Warriors. There's no way they can miss the playoffs now. They've clinched with this victory, and they right now are the third seed, which would be ideal for the playoffs. There's a lot of playoff implications coming up in these final games of the season. Just not many left. So, yeah, let's get into this. So, yeah, for the Warriors, like I said, 36 for Thompson, 31 for Poole, 17 points for Andrew Wiggins. He had some good defensive plays. Gary Payton, the second off the bench, had 10 points and some good defensive plays. Draymond Green with 10 points and 17 for Wiggins, like I said, 2 for Kevon Looney. And, some good defense off the bench, like Nemanja Bjelica and Iguodala had some good plays. For the Jazz, Bojan Bogdanovic had 17 points, but the leading scorers in this game were Mike Conley. He hit a lot of, good shots for the Jazz. They were the leading scorers for the Jazz, Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell. They each had 26 points respectively, and 14 for Rudy Gobert. But the Jazz at the end of the game had an absolute meltdown. They couldn't make shots. They were turning the ball over. They were getting dumb fouls, and the Warriors took advantage of it. It was 111 to 107, and very much a close game. This one was down to the wire. The Warriors capitalized, it needed to be a win tonight because, the Warriors were playing their absolute worst basketball of the season leading up to this. Prior to this game, it was awful. And, luckily, this game, I think will swing some momentum in our direction. We got Sacramento next game. I'm going to be going to that game, and it's going to be exciting because, like I said, there's a lot of playoff implications. We only have 4 games left, and, all of them are against teams that I wouldn't consider to be super good. We got the Kings, Lakers, Spurs, and Pelicans. Lakers have LeBron and whatnot, but I think we can beat them as long as, Klay and Poole are playing good, and I think they are going to. Poole is... has been ignited like a flame, and he's just playing so good. Thompson, great game tonight. 36 points. I was very happy to see that. The Warriors were playing horribly in the beginning of this game. They were getting outscored. They were losing by 7 at the end of the first, and then they were down by 13 at halftime, I believe. And then they absolutely dominated the third and fourth quarters. Both of them were just Warriors erupting and scoring at will, honestly. And getting good turnovers. Gary Payton II getting some steals, finishing at the rack, and Chase Center, it really felt, but just from watching the game, it seemed like a playoff atmosphere. And that's what we would love to see heading into the playoffs in a couple weeks from now, which is excited to say that. We haven't seen Warriors playoff basketball since Chase Center wasn't even a stadium the last time we made the playoffs. So this was a great comeback victory. I think, getting types of wins like this leading up to the playoffs is super important because momentum heading into the playoffs can ask for, you want that. You don't want to have, losses leading up to it. And we did have losses in the last week, but I think the Warriors, they can win out. I think it's a lot to ask considering not having Curry, but Curry will be back sooner rather than later. I've heard it's optimistic, and I think this is a great win to start a streak, possible streak. So 111 to 107, the Warriors defeat the Utah Jazz. They win the season series over the Jazz, and they remain in third place. They're a game up on the Mavericks. Let's get that third place spot because it would just be a lot nicer for the seeding, and I think we'd have a lot better chance of going on to the second round if we stay in this spot. So let me know your guys' thoughts. I'll see you guys later. Warriors move to 49 and 29. And the Jazz moved to 46 and 32. So I'll see you later. Yeah, go Warriors.